Hey everyone, welcome to This is the Cruise. I'm Clint, and we're picking up with part 2 of an Alaskan cruise itinerary review video. If you watched my longer video, then you've already seen this. I'm just re-releasing it in segments. In this video, we're covering Alaskan Expedition Cruises. I hope you enjoy. But this isn't a road trip channel, right? This is about cruising. So the third type of cruise, so we have kind of your typical mainstream southeastern Alaskan cruises that could either be round trip or one way. We then have the land and sea sort of surf and turf cruises where you may cruise up and then ride up into Fairbanks and fly home, or the reverse of that. And then you will see these Alaskan expedition cruises. So let's quickly take a look at an Alaskan expedition cruise. Here we have Hurtigruten has a cruise that's a 15-night cruise where you begin in Vancouver, which is a great place to start, right? Beautiful, beautiful city. And then you're going to go and spend a day at sea, and you're going to get up to Misty Fjords National Park, which is beautiful. I've not been here, but I certainly would like to go there. From there, you go to Wrangell and actually visit a small city of Wrangell, which is just nestled in southeast Alaska. Some of these small towns are great to visit. Another place that I have been is actually Sitka. And one of the great things about visiting Sitka is most of the cruise ships are miles north. They have to dock miles north of town, then you take a shuttle down into Sitka, which is fine. But if you're on one of these expedition cruises, you're actually going to be right there where you tender in. And having stood on the docks and watched the tenders come in, I think we actually saw a Viking ship that was tendering in their passengers. We thought, man, it'd be nice to be right here. We love Sitka. So you get to go to Sitka, and then you will do some more cruising, and you'll cruise Icy Bay, another place that's just beautiful, right? You get to see all these glaciers. Keep going, spend another day at sea, and then you're going to get to Kodiak Island, where you actually get to explore nature, seals and bears. Oh my. From there, you're going to continue with the expedition theme and jump over to Geographic Harbor, where it's not inhabited. You're really all about seeing the wildlife and seeing nature and getting immersed in that rural frontier feel of what Alaska has to offer. Moving further down the coast, you're going to go to Chignik. Again, another small but beautiful place to visit. And then we kind of keep going along the archipelago to Unga. This one is maybe the most fascinating stop here. I mean, this is a ghost town that you will actually visit. And in fact, you come in, it's uninhabited, and it is just crazy to be able to have the chance to see it, get off the ship and go. No cruise ship does that type of visit unless you're on one of these expedition cruises. I mean, you're not going to get it on a Norwegian cruise or Carnival or Celebrity or Holland Princess. Then you're going to continue on to Dutch Harbor of Deadliest Catch fame, get to explore that city. And then we're going to have some interesting stops where we move up into the islands, where we're going to visit St. Paul, which is, a population of 492 people. There's, as you can see, there is not a ton here, but you get to see it and really, again, get into the wilderness that makes up Alaska. We're going to move further north and go to St. Matthew Island. St. Matthew Island is uninhabited, and we're going to tender in and visit this gorgeous area. In fact, here we even see a Hurtigruten ship as they're tendering in passengers, and visit the wildlife and hike around. So pretty cool. From there, though, we're going to move on up to Nome, Alaska, where the cruise will end. And so now we have to fly back home from Nome, Alaska, way up north. And that's fine. I don't have personally $16,000 roughly per, for myself, for one person to go on this. And of course I'm going to bring my wife and not my kids. So 35 grand for this. Looks pretty amazing and really would be that once in a lifetime sort of opportunity, right? But I should score this. Clint's Cruisability score. Special shout out to my friend Fred for the name. This gets a Clint's Cruisability score. Variety, 5. Of course, 5 out of 5. You don't get more variety than what Hurtigruten is offering here. An enrichment of 3.6. There is some overlap and downside enrichment here, especially when you're cruising the fjords. It is enriching a little bit. And then a relaxation score of 1.75. What I'm finding out is most of the Alaskan cruises aren't that relaxing, except for when you're cruising the fjords. So I actually give a fjord stop where you kind of go and sit in front of the glaciers and just enjoy the view. Is very relaxing. I actually give it a 5 on those days, so that averages out and pulls up the relaxation score. But when you're going on to Kodiak or Geographic Harbor or going to St. Paul or St. Matthew Island, you're getting off the ship and you're hiking and exploring. You're not sitting around just resting. So that's, remember that as we kind of go through this. Okay. $35,000, let's just say. But is there something else? Is there something that's maybe more accessible? And there is. There is.